We're gonna be really honest with you guys.
6 figures.
One broker.
One broker. Hey guys, welcome to NEMT Van Talks. I am Jasmine.
And I'm Monica.
And today we are just going to talk about the brokers. And if you're on social media, of course, I'm sure you see the different posts about the NEMT brokers. Some are negative, some are positive. So we just want to share our experiences in dealing with the brokers. A couple of the pros would be if you're just starting out and you don't know how to go out and like get clients, you can simply sign up with the broker and you'll have trips within a week. Sometimes more trips than you can handle. So that's a pro. Can you think of any other pros?
Okay, of course, sign up with the brokers, you're guaranteed to receive some trips. Okay. Another pro is it gets you into different doors at other facilities, right? So you can also do marketing, right? Yeah. So if you're picking up at a hospital, you're doing a hospital discharge, what have you, give that discharge nurse your business card, your business brochure. That is definitely a pro. We use that a lot as well.
That strategy.
Yeah, that strategy.
And also, like, if you're picking up from like a facility or what have you, like a rehabilitation center, give your client, the clients that you're dropping off back at home, give them a card because their family member may need you because, of course, they still have to get around. Yeah. So that's an option as well. Some of the some of the cons.
It is no longer your business when you're signing up with a broker.
Yeah.
It seems that way. It is your business, but it seems that way. And the reason we say that is because they expect a lot of you and from you. And so, that's just something else you want to be mindful of, like the expectations of working with a broker.
Monica would be like, she'll read the email, she'd be like, who do they think they are? Trying to dictate how we're gonna operate our business, right? Some of it, what do they say? Like, you can't dress like this, you can't do this, you have to. They just completely take control.
Yeah, they expect a lot. I mean, even with the credentialing process, you have to do that. Every year you have to, have your drivers to do certain things. All of that stuff is just they're in control of your business and they expect so much of you. If, you have a customer complaint, they don't want to pay you for, what is it when the customer
no show?
No show, there it is. So they don't like to pay you for no show. So it's just certain things that they expect of you, but not in return. And so we kind of want to just share with you guys about one particular broker we have dealt with in the past, and that broker was pretty good for us, to us. How much did we make dealing with that one broker? And no, we did not do 20 to 30 legs, not even 10 legs a day dealing with this one broker.
It started out crazy.
It did.
It started out crazy, but we had to take control. We had to take control of our operation because we could no longer work the way that we were working. Yeah.
So when we first, I think it was our first year in contract with this one particular broker, we did do an excessive amount of trips just to kind of see a profit. And then my girl Jasmine was like, okay, we cannot continue to operate this way, and we tried something different and it worked. And so I think the key to that was, if the brokers need you, they will use you and they will pay for your services. Okay. I think in this industry we all have to stand together and be firm on our costs, our fees, and our expectations. This is your company, this is your business, so you have to set the expectations and not allow them to do so. Jasmine's going to talk about when to walk away, because we have had to do that as well.
So you guys, we want to talk about knowing when to walk away. So there is situations where, when you first get into this industry, you're excited just to get a couple clients under your belt. and you feel like, I don't care how much you pay me, I just want to do these trips, and you not really knowing the industry, you accept low rates with a particular broker, and then months down the line you realize, wow, I messed up.
Yeah,
I should have asked for more. Right? Because I think a lot of us have experienced that. Yeah, we've been there ourselves. So but when you get to that point when you realize, like, hey, I messed up and I need to ask for more, that's okay. So I'm going to share a story or an experience that we've had. Actually, not too long ago. We're working with this one particular broker.
Yep.
So we entered the agreement with this broker, and we were excited about it because we heard really good things. And so we entered the agreement with a rate that we felt was good for us. And we felt that, you know, it wasn't great, but it was good
at that time.
Right? And so we did a couple of trips here and there, but we were also inundated with our private pay clients as well. So we didn't do very many trips with this particular broker, but we did some. So things began to pick up, and they began to send us more and more clients. And so every day we're in the portal, reject, because we just could not keep up with what they were sending. Not only that, our private pay clients were more profitable, so of course we would put them as priority.
Right.
So, you know, I reached out to them and I said, hey, you know, we would like a rate increase. And I think at this particular time it was around COVID. So they blamed COVID. They said, no, we don't have room for increase right now, but let's talk soon. Fine. Okay. So we accepted that because it's understandable, because COVID took a hit on a lot of different industries. So recently I came back to the table and I said, hey, you're still sending us more and more trips. And if you want us to do them, we can do them, but we need more pay. We need you to increase our rates. They flat out said that we can offer you
20 cents.
Right. Okay. 20 cents ain't gonna do nothing when gas is $7 in California, right? So, you know, I took the information back to Monica and we discussed it, and we were just like, you know what? This isn't gonna work. Nope. This is the second time that we've come to the table with this particular broker, and we made the decision to walk away.
It's okay to walk away from that contract. Yeah, and just, you know, take it as a loss.
Not even a loss.
Yeah, you're right. It's not even a loss. You're just walking away because it's just no longer a good investment for your business. So at the end of the day, you have to make the best decision for your business. So just keep that in mind.
Also, you want to make sure that you're building a relationship with your routers. Your routers are the ones that are going to bring you business, right? So you want to make sure that you greet them, you know, good morning, how's your day, have a wonderful weekend, whatever the case may be. Because, like I said, they are going to be the ones that will push that business towards your company, which will allow your company to scale and grow with increased revenue.
Billing is very important when you're dealing with the brokers. Make sure that you are doing your billing weekly, if not daily. If you can afford to do your billing daily after you complete each trip, you should be doing it. I had a habit of making sure that I submit billing for us every single week. So every Saturday I will go ahead and enter the billing for that entire week. So you just want to keep that in mind. Don't let the billing, you know, just back up on you where you know, when you're submitting billing, you're doing it for a full month. Just try to be, you know, just try to keep that in mind when you're, you know, working with the brokers, making sure that you're consistently submitting your billing. Yeah. Top 5 brokers. Motive Care, MTM, Call the Car, One Call, and Secure. So you may be familiar with these brokers in your area. These are just the top 5 brokers that are known in this industry.
Yeah, so but you can simply go on to Google and just type in non-emergency transportation brokers.
Yep.
And a list should pop up. You can also, join these NEMT groups on Instagram or on Facebook, and they're talking about the brokers like all the time. So that's a simple way of trying to identify brokers in your area, because sometimes in these groups there's people from all over the world. So that would be a good resource as well. I also want to say, when dealing with the brokers, if you have employees on your payroll, you do not want to rely on that broker money. Lately, a lot of those payments, a lot of companies have been receiving late payments. So that would drastically affect your operations, right? If you're not able to pay your drivers, that will become a big issue. So you want to make sure that you have money put to the side to pay your drivers in a situation where you haven't been paid from the broker.
Yep. That is a good tip. Because we have been seeing that lately in the different groups that people are waiting. They're asking, have you received payment? And it seems to be affecting people across the board, not just here in California. When it comes to signing a contract with a broker, the most important thing, if you take nothing else from this video, do your research. It doesn't hurt for you to get in bed with the broker to see if it's something you want to try. And if it's not for you, you can walk away from it. But I do encourage you to just look into it. Like we said, working with the broker, one particular broker, we did really well. And so I think it's just based on your experience, and we get it. Other people say, you're crazy for working with brokers. No, because we don't rely solely on brokers to bring in income for us. But that one particular broker, it worked for us. So yeah, just things to keep in mind.
And don't be afraid to deny a trip with the broker. Like if the broker's sending you trips that's like way out of your service area, or you just if it's short distance and it's not profitable to your company, you don't have to accept it. You definitely just want to go ahead and send that back. Trust me, there'll be more to come. Also, once you start working with the brokers, those trips are going to roll in, and you're going to be like, how can I cannot possibly keep up with this massive amount of clients that I'm receiving from this one particular broker? Once again, you do not have to do all those trips that they're sending your way. Yes, it would be nice to be able to accommodate them all, but if you're in a place where you're a single driver, or if you have maybe 2 or 3 drivers and they're sending you 50 trips a day, or whatever the case may be, if you can't cover those trips, don't try to overexert yourself or your drivers trying to do those trips, because it not only adds stress to you and your drivers, but also your clients. If you don't have adequate transportation to accommodate them all, that it has a trickle down effect where the clients will be waiting for long periods of time, and you don't want to do that, because of course, word of mouth, if that customer has a bad experience with your company, trust and believe they're going to tell people about it.
Yes, they will. Those are all really good points that Jasmine just mentioned. Yeah, did we cover it?
Yeah, I think so. I think we touched on a few things, and like always, if you guys have any questions, or if you need clarification on something that we talked about, or if you have suggestions in regards to other videos that you would like, well, other topics that you would like for us to shed light on, certainly leave us a comment below.
Yes.
And
give us feedback. We
Yeah.
want to know. Like, that's how we come up with the different topics that we're going to discuss. Like, but we want to know also, like, what are your thoughts? Like, you know, what are some things you would like for us to discuss?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So we want to be an open resource to you guys, especially if you're new entering the industry, or even if you're in the industry and you need clarification on a few things. Like, there's always new things happening. And so, like, if you own your business and you're operating, or you've been operating for years and you need clarification on stuff, like, please let us know, because we're open to, you know, share our knowledge with you guys. And if you're not already, follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
We're MJ_reliable_transportation. Certainly follow us there. And like I said, if there's anything else you guys need us to shed light on, please leave a comment below, and we will talk to you soon.
Ciao.